our first stop in Glacier. This is McDonald Falls. Well, here goes an experiment. We are on national forest land, and across the river is Glacier National Park. You're not allowed to boondock in the national park, but you are allowed to camp on national forest land. So, we've set up our little chairs here, and
to watch people go by.
The sun has already set, but we can kind of watch it get dark. Watch the river. See what happens. Our first morning in Glacier. 7 in the morning. It's drizzly rain. But the mountains are still lovely. And the stream is flowing along. We had a lot of trucks on the road, not trucks, cars. Even though it's a very rough road, evidently a lot of people use it. So, but it didn't keep us awake. To a tunnel. We're at the top end of the loop and getting ready to make the turnaround. Here's a panorama of what we are seeing in this little stop. It's amazing. Oh my goodness. This is amazing.
What are you doing? Panel?
No, I'm just driving. This is so picturesque. We're going up along where we saw from the other pictures. There's a glacier. No way you can capture this. This is right where we're parked. Up close and personal. There's a little stream coming down the mountains through the little tunnel there. Down the mountainside. And we see the river down below where all the little streams gather. More glaciers. The valley deep, deep below us. And look, colored leaves. This is the closest we've actually come to a glacier. We're up probably about 5,700 feet, over a mile high. This is Jackson Glacier. The way it looks today, and the way it looked in 1911. And there's 2009. a shadow of its former self. This is at the end of St. Mary Lake, and out in the middle there is Goose Island. I don't see any geese, but they probably live there. It seems kind of sad. We're walking in this beautiful country and to see all these dead trees. The good news is it wasn't acid rain, it was fire, and they will come back. Also, we can see the lake better. St. Mary's Lake. The new tree is coming up to replace the old. So the forest repairs itself, renews itself. I don't know if you can see it, but there are raspberries along here. But the leaves are really big compared to our raspberries. But I ate a couple and they taste the same. Well, we made it. St. Mary's Falls. Surely this is at least one major feeder of St. Mary's Lake. I filmed too soon. The double fall. Lovely little cataract here. Under the bridge. Out into the headwaters of St. Mary's Lake.
Well, Bonnie has found another berry bush, huckleberries this time. She's going to show them to us once she gets them in her hand. At every bush, she always looks to see if there's any berries. And it doesn't matter what kind of berries they are. She'll eat them no matter what. Even if they were poison berries, she would eat them. Or if they were boysenberries. There's the huckleberries.
Ooh, they're dusty from all the people.
You're going to rub them in your hands, between your hands, and then you're going to slap them in your mouth.
No, I'm just going to eat the dust too.
Okay, then do it.
Good for my microbiome.
Okay, good. Do it. Whoa. How are they?
Delicious.
All right.
Ducks. We haven't seen much wildlife, so it's nice to see some ducks. They don't want their picture taken.
Awesome.
And there's Art making our grilled cheese sandwiches. It's cold. Our thermometer, well, our watches won't show us the temperature, but it's cold. Through another tunnel. Coming back, we're oohing and eyeing at some of the smaller wonders along the side of the road. There's patches of these lovely wildflowers. They go on and on. All it takes is one person going slow on a road like this, and it makes it very hard.
I can understand why one person would go slow.
Yeah, I can too. I mean, you're right up against the rock face. Good grief. So narrow, it's like the rocks are gonna scrape the side of the van. This is Lake McDonald Lodge. It's a beautiful lodge, but it's closed now.
We're here at the Huckleberry Patch.
In Hungry Horse, Montana.
Hungry Horse, Montana. And here's a hungry horse
They're supposed to
about to eat her huckleberry pie.
fabulous huckleberry pie.
She was craving something sweet. At first she was craving something hot. And then all of a sudden it turned to something sweet.
Delicious.
And there you have it. Go to the Huckleberry Patch in Hungry Horse, Montana.
Starting our day at Bolton Bridge, the original entry to Glacier National Park. And we found it because of a letterbox. Hello, cutie. What are you doing? She was just standing there posing for us. I guess they're not afraid of people. So we came 7 miles one way on this road looking for a litter box, 10 to 20 miles an hour, and come to find out the directions were wrong. Not the directions in the letter box, but the directions in the national park literature. No! Well, it was an interesting drive, and we got to see how the new forest replaces the old after it's been burned. Got to see the new trees coming up amongst the burned ones. So, it wasn't all in vain. Besides, at the end of the trail, the end of the road, we were able to fix a nice lunch of salmon salad sandwiches, and along the way we've seen 3 deer. This is interesting. The forest on this side of the road is newly burned because there's nothing growing up in it. But the forest on this side of the road has lots of trees growing up in it. Going around the curve at Heaven's Peak, going around the hairpin. We were just down below.
Where's all of those glaciers that we just saw? Oh, they're back behind you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We just went by that. Far side of the hairpin now. We did this yesterday. Incredible. Down below. Incredible. Oh my word. While I'm enjoying that, Art is hanging on for dear life, trying to navigate this twisty road.
I'm hanging on for dear life.
No, I would be if I were driving. If I were driving, I'd be going about 3 miles an hour. Around us. 360. Nice people. There we go. Not sure this is a waterfall, but it's a nice place for an excuse to stop. Looks like we're almost at the top, and there's Hidden Lake. If we wanted to go another 1.5 miles, We could go down to it. Now let's sunset 8:08, and we're coming into the hairpin turn, the top of the hairpin. While we watch the gorgeous sunset and around this way. Heaven's Peak. Here's the other tunnel. We happened to capture this on our way down. This is sunset on the peaks. Incredible. Totally incredible. Yesterday they opened up that middle entrance, and so we dashed over to get in line, and then the lady came out and said, "I think you're too tall," and she was right. We are 7 feet
4 inches.
4 inches. So she stopped traffic so that we could behind us, so that we could back up and get over here in the open lane. A little embarrassing, but it worked out. This is called the Sacred Dancing Cascade. It's 8:30 in the morning, and already the parking lot at Avalanche is full, so we're not even going to try to see it.
I can put it on YouTube. You make money. I can put the video on YouTube. You make all kinds of fame.
I don't know if it's worth cold water. He'll probably do it.
All right.
He's gonna do it. Oh my goodness. Wow, it gets jiggly at the end. Woohoo!
Now you gotta get back.
I sure hope he doesn't get done.
We'll let the fruit. Does it again.
Way to go! Here we are at Rocky Point on the shores of Lake McDonald. Very calm and relaxing here. The wind is always with us. It was very strong last night up at Logan Pass. So strong that a Chinese lady that was walking in front of us actually bent and hunkered down so it wouldn't blow her over. It almost blew us over. The water in this lake reminds me a little bit of Torch Lake, and it's also probably about the same size. But of course, Torch Lake doesn't have mountains in the background. It's hilly in spots, but nothing like this. This is called a goat lick. We don't see any goats at the moment. They come down out of the mountains to lick the minerals from these cliffs. And Here we have the pink, blue, and yellow again. I don't know if you can see it, but that middle part is blue, and this part close to us is pink. I'm seeing pink, yellow, and blue rocks everywhere. Beautiful area. We're kind of in the foothills, I guess, of Glacier. We're about 30 miles east. Another neat spot we found through letterboxing. We are in Essex, Montana, and these railroad cars are guest rooms of the Isaac Walton Inn, which is right around the corner from our van. Very cool. And you can drive over this bridge, and there are more little cars up there that people can stay in. That is so cool. And there's the railroad tracks right in front.
Those are cabooses.
And the railroad bell. They're all cabooses. Well, yeah, they are. They're all cabooses. Well, we even got a train going by while we're eating.
All the China market.
How was your meal?
The meal is very good. How can you go wrong with a rack of ribs?
Baked beans and coleslaw. Okay, this is the Ten Commandments Park that we just happened to see going by. It's a whole bunch of stuff. I guess we're not going to stop.
Turn left.
No, I'm not going around again. Sorry.
Crosses
In
out
4.8
front.
miles, turn left onto US Highway 2 West.
They have a tent meeting. Free food. Come on in, it says. A little bit intriguing, but we're not going to fight. We're in an unusual place tonight. This is a Walmart parking lot, but it looks more like an RV park. I've never seen so many RVs in one spot. And there's more over here. They just go on and on. What's even more interesting is that earlier tonight, this lady, the lady in this road trek, was having trouble with her headlight, and your dad and one other person were trying to help, and a mechanic came over. And a bunch of us were talking and getting to know one another, and I heard another couple leave another camper and say thanks for supper, and this lady gave me a tour of her road trek. It's 1999, but it's got a lot of amenities that ours doesn't, so it's been an interesting night.